There are a lot of insane and unhinged images and videos on the internet. Some of these pieces of media just happen to be jokes, and some of these jokes just happen to be on Reddit. Today I'll be covering some of those images, unscripted, albeit heavily edited. Check out my social media, and thanks for watching. Alright, welcome everybody to r/distressingmemes. Today we're just going to talk about some of these images because for some reason this was highly requested. So let's start off with some bangers. Oh boy, I sure do love riding a Greyhound bus on July 30th, 2008 in Manitoba, Canada. I sure hope I'm able to get some sleep. Now I know there's going to be at least one person that doesn't know what I'm talking about, so I'll explain what's going on in this image, why it's very not good. Basically, flashback to 2008, July 30th, like the image said. This guy named Tim McLean, he was a carnival barker, and he was working in a fair in Edmonton. He was going back home to Winnipeg, and he was on a Greyhound bus because, public transportation. And he was going down this highway. This guy named Vince Lee was sitting beside him, I think, or he got up and sat beside him. I can't really remember. He got up and sat beside him, and basically, when the guy fell asleep, Vince Lee decided that he would attack him in a certain manner that I'm not gonna say because it's still early in the video, and basically he also ends up eating him in front of, eat parts of him in front of everybody. Very graphic, very horrible stuff, but that's what that image is referencing, so if you didn't know, now you know. Starting off with some true crime today, so there you go. Whatever you do, don't turn around. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. They are fast. Faster than you can believe. Don't turn your back, don't look away, and don't blink. Now to me, this looks like a Pokemon, a cat, or a hyena, or all three put together. This does not look like a dangerous animal. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be, maybe that is kind of its power, right? It looks like something that's not very dangerous, but in reality it's very powerful, it's very fast, and it will take your life in 5 seconds, but this does not look like a dangerous animal at all. Maybe a coyote too, I don't know. MFW, my face when. The Eldritch abomination that came to Earth 3 years ago finally found me after systematically hunting down every last human on Earth, impaling my still living body upon its tree of thorns so it can derive pleasure from my suffering for eternity. It forces me to remain alive. I cannot die. All that is left is the pain of the thorns piercing my body and the screams of the countless billions who share this tree with me. That is a great image, and that is also a pretty creepy concept. It's kind of the same concept though as a lot of these other things where something will take over the earth and somehow manage to wipe out life, yet allow life to keep going on, but just everyone is suffering. It's definitely a scary thing to think about. I don't think anyone wants really to go through suffering for an unending amount of time, but, pretty cool stuff, I guess. I don't know. If you ever feel alone, just remember the shadow man that's always standing behind you and always fast enough to move out of your line of sight. A lot of people have seen shadow people or claim to see shadow people, stick people, all that stuff. I'm sure you've heard of it before. Maybe you've even seen it before. I don't think I can recall ever seeing one, but I will say that, a shadow person's kind of always following you. If you're walking on the street, you're going to have a shadow. And who says he's a bad guy? So I don't think it's really that scary. Maybe they're protecting you. Who knows? But if you're sitting up against the wall right now, he's probably inside of the wall. If you're going to ask where he's at, I'm just going to stop you right there. Me taking a selfie in my room in the dark.
2 faces detected.
This reminds me of that video. I think someone was using like a dog filter or something on Snapchat, and then it caught something behind them as if there was a face behind them. I've always wondered, for those of you that don't believe in the paranormal, which I kind of don't, I'm in the middle, I think that maybe some things are definitely possible, but I'm not fully sure. What do you think that is? Do you think that the program is just seeing certain pixels that it's identifying as similar to a human face? I don't really understand it, but probably the most terrifying edit of that Tyler the Creator mugshot, which is obviously a very big meme image. I don't know what's with that smile dog smile though. That's a video we need to figure out. Where did this smile originally come from? Maybe I need to do another video where I talk about the origins of images. That face when you have your back on the hallway you feel is cursed. Everyone has some type of cursed hallway, some type of cursed room, okay? I think for a lot of people it's probably the basement, but for me, it's definitely the hallway. I've never told anybody about it on YouTube yet, but yes, there is a hallway that I did not like. It doesn't really bother me anymore, but I didn't like that hallway. I always thought I would see stuff in that hallway. I usually would sleep with my door shut so I didn't have to look down the hallway. It was not a very nice experience. So comment below your cursed parts of your house. What a beautiful field of flowers. Shh. No spooky stuff today. Now see, this one's just nice. You know, it's a nice thing to see. Sometimes you don't have to be scary all the time. Sometimes you can be more lighthearted. So that's a beautiful thing to see. I like seeing that. He won't go away. The visits have become nightly. I didn't always understand what he meant when he spoke, but now I know. Only I can stop the evil. You know, typical main character syndrome, okay? How do you know that Eldritch horror monster really told you that? Maybe you just misinterpreted what he was saying. Think about that next time, buddy. You know, the world doesn't revolve around you, okay? How to frighten the new generation. Put them in a submarine under an ocean of blood. Put them in a submarine where the door has been welded shut. There are no windows. There's no way to see anything. There's a camera on the front of the submarine. There's something trying to rip apart the sub. And obviously everyone knows exactly what this is about. Okay, Iron Lung. Everyone's seen the multiple very large videos about that game. That's what it's about, okay? You guys need to watch some videos about it if you don't know. But it's a pretty scary thing, I think. I don't know what's scarier, really. I don't know if it's more scary that you're kind of just trapped under a sea of blood in the submarine, and it's pretty much confirmed that you're probably never going to make it out of there alive. And not only that, but something is actively trying to rip apart the submarine and probably rip you apart, which makes everything even worse because then you have that imminent danger always lurking, even though you never really are able to see it. But I don't know if that's more scary or if it's more scary to think about the fact that this is what people have basically resorted to. You know, these death marches. It's very interesting to think about. Very dystopian. Victim steps in a transporter/death chamber. Victim is disintegrated. Data sent to destination. Doppelganger lives the rest of your life. Yes. Truly, teleportation is nothing more than an execution. The teleporter simply replicates your cells, making a clone instead. The clone is merely the machine's recreation of data on how to build you. Wow. Cell division is very cool. The cells duplicate, making clones of themselves. How interesting. All the cells in the human body are replaced every handful of years. New cells are the old cells' recreation of data on how to build themselves. This is kind of the same paradox as, like, you break down the ship and then you use all the parts to build the exact same ship. I don't remember what it is. The point is, are you really a clone? Are you really not yourself every few years? Or are you always the same guy? I don't know. You can think about that yourself. That can be your existential question while you're trying to fall asleep tonight. Police. Son, your parents were just killed in a car accident. You'll need to come with us. Me, who just killed my parents 15 minutes ago. What an image. I guess, I don't know. They're alternates. They're skinwalkers. They're doppelgangers. They're every single thing that is a duplicate. You know, maybe they just waited a few years, all their cells got replaced. I don't know. Did you just kill your parents? Or did your parents actually die in that car accident and you killed some skinwalkers? You'll never know. And that's the beauty of it. Computer, load Dino Nuggies program. Now give them sentience and the ability to feel pain. Safety protocols off. I mean, this is just sadistic. The Dino Nuggies have done nothing to you. Something already had to be sacrificed to make them, unless they're, I guess they're meat-free Dino Nuggies. But, you know, the point is, we don't need all those technicalities. The point is, they already have to be eaten. Why make them suffer while you're putting them through it? I mean, think about all the nourishment, okay? Chicken nuggets give you some of the most nourishing nutrients, micronutrients, that any food can give you, and you're going to treat them like that. It's ridiculous. The year is 2043. Humans have figured out a way to keep you alive without your body as a form of torture. You're only the nervous system. You exist, but you can't see, hear, feel, or scream. You only have your thoughts, and they're getting crazier every day. You continue to live in agony for the rest of your life. I don't know, would this really be agonizing, though? It doesn't really feel agonizing to me. It kind of feels more as though, I don't know, maybe it would be agonizing, but if you can't really feel anything and you only think, I don't know how bad that could really be. You guys can figure that out amongst yourselves. Life hack. Stop thinking of the plans you have later and ask yourself who or what made us, and why are we here, and what is the nature of our consciousness. Realize that you have no answer. Listen, life is what you make it. That is the purpose of life. Whatever goals you want to have, aspirations you want to have, and granted, as long as you're not, harming other people, okay? Let me not get anything into some of you people's heads. That's what life's all about. And I think the real question here is, why did you use Tara the android as the background for this? I mean, come on, you guys remember I Feel Fantastic. I don't know what's going on. That's what I really want to know. I don't get it. The 500-year-old Catacomb has thousands of friends who look the exact same, can never tell them apart. Don't use a flashlight. That just makes you easier to find. Number of skeletons incompatibly high with historic population statistics. Built over Frankish quarries suddenly and abruptly abandoned in the 9th century. Why won't the government let archaeologists down there? Captured on camera only once in a shaky video posted to the X board then immediately deleted. Sings in childlike voices at night. Can be heard through specific manholes. Host to preserve Roman-era bacteriological threats. What a hard sentence. A group of Chinese tourists encountered him in 2017 and were never seen again. SS tried to map it out but mysteriously called off the project in 1942. Maybe you just need to leave that guy alone. You know what I mean? Leave that guy alone. Leave all of them alone. They're just chilling down there. They already passed away a long time ago. Whatever secrets they have, you should just let them have them. It's kind of like anything else. Everyone just needs to have their peace on this world. Today, I will go caving. Clueless. Crews struggle to free trapped caver. Exploring Nutty Putty Cave for the first time on November 24, 2009, John Jones became trapped upside down when he wriggled headfirst into a narrow, unmapped tunnel of the cave. Search and rescue crews worked for 26 hours to free him, but the shape of the crevice where John was trapped became one of their biggest obstacles. The narrow crack split almost straight down, so when crews tried to pull John out, his feet hit the tunnel's low ceiling. Pulling him backward could break his legs, the shock of which would prove fatal as John suffered the effects of being upside down. This is one of those things where it's like, you can truly not imagine one of the worst ways to go out. I mean, I don't understand how people even enjoy caving in the first place. I'll put up a video really quick.
To enable the cavers to make the tight squeeze.
This is Gary. You want to take a squeeze? Nice.
Yeah, it's not fun. Okay, it looks very claustrophobic. I don't even have claustrophobia like that, but I'm pretty sure even if you don't have it, you're probably going to have it if you're doing something like that. It feels like a death trap. It feels like a very bad idea. Shout out to all my cavers out there. If somehow there's a one caver or something watching these videos, I'm glad you can have fun doing it, because you're definitely having fun doing something most people would never have fun doing. But everybody, please, if you're a caver, be careful, because this is crazy. I mean, I cannot imagine ending up like this, and I mean, everyone's going to be talking about it forever, so I guess you got that? I don't know. Alright, we got a video, fellas, so here we go. Someone typed the last selfies on Earth into an AI image generator, and this is what it came up with. Now this is really cool, actually. AI generators are always really cool. I'm sure at some point there'll be AI generators that are doing a lot more than just images, especially considering some of the images are pretty creepy in their own right. Have you seen some of these images where they try to replicate people? But I think the images are really cool. Honestly, I feel like if Earth ended tomorrow, people would be taking selfies and posting on Twitter about it. So, very accurate images, very cool stuff. That's really all I got for today. I'll see you in the next one.